Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on 10 games in Fanatical's Killer Bundle of February 2024. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using the link provided in the description below, not only will you gain access to this bundle, but you also have the opportunity to support this channel. Your support would mean the world to me, and I genuinely appreciate it. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have Devilated. A nostalgic nod to classic first-person role-playing shooter games, immersing you in a world of violence and demonic hordes determined to thwart your escape. This first-person action indie RPG plunges you into a blood-soaked journey through a mysterious labyrinth. Your introduction to Devilated begins with a tutorial, offering a decent overview of the game's mechanics, then wastes no time in throwing you into the thick of the action, with a gripping cinematic introducing a character's harrowing plight and solitary objective: escape. Armed with nothing but your bare fists initially, you'll scavenge for weapons like the Sword of Gladio to carve a path through the labyrinth's horrors. As you progress, you'll acquire an arsenal of weapons, from grenades to handguns, each offering unique advantages in combat. Jacob the Merchant becomes a vital ally, providing essential upgrades and blessings to aid your journey. Devilated's gameplay seamlessly blends fast-paced combat with strategic elements like time manipulation and environmental interaction. Enemies are diverse and challenging, requiring adaptability and skill to overcome. While the game's style rating mechanic adds depth to combat, it can be disorienting to juggle multiple weapons and abilities simultaneously. Additionally, while the heavy metal soundtrack enhances the atmosphere, its repetition can become tiresome. Despite its flaws, Devilated offers hours of adrenaline-fueled entertainment for fans of old-school shooters. Its smooth movement, varied weapons, and unique enemies make for a thrilling experience, albeit one best suited for those unfazed by its gory, frenetic gameplay. At number 2 we have Valfaris, Mecha Therion. Valfaris Mecha Therion takes the intense action of its predecessor and elevates it to new heights, quite literally, as you pilot a deadly mech through the skies in this exhilarating space shooter experience. This sequel retains the essence of Valfaris while offering a fresh perspective on its dark and twisted world. The narrative unfolds in the signature metal meets grimdark style, with the protagonist Therion seeking vengeance against his nemesis, Lord Vrawl, aboard his formidable combat mech. As you soar through the skies, unleashing a barrage of devastating firepower upon relentless foes, the adrenaline-fueled action remains as solid and refined as ever. Central to the gameplay is the management of a limited power meter, which adds a strategic layer to combat as you balance between ranged attacks and melee strikes. The progression system ensures a steady stream of new weapons and upgrades, keeping the gameplay engaging and rewarding. Visually stunning and thematically consistent, Mecha Therion immerses you in a world reminiscent of metal album art, filled with grotesque creatures and nightmarish landscapes. The heavy metal soundtrack complements the action perfectly, enhancing the overall experience for fans of the genre. With its diverse enemy design, seamless gameplay mechanics, and captivating aesthetics, Valfaris Mecha Therion is a must-play for anyone who enjoys side-scrolling shooters, metal-inspired themes, and relentless action. Strap in and prepare for a thrilling ride through the skies of Valfaris. At number 3 we have Symphony of War, the Nephilim Saga. A strategy JRPG that offers a fresh take on the genre. The game introduces clever game design and engaging squad-based customization system. Each squad in the game consists of up to 9 units placed on a tactical grid, and instead of focusing on individual characters, the game emphasizes the overall strategy and management of your army. The customization options are extensive, allowing you to tweak the composition, class, and leadership of your squads. You can recruit promising rookies and mercenaries, level them up, and guide them through a tree of connected classes. The game encourages exploration and experimentation, as you can freely adjust the squad composition without penalties. The customization is limited by the gold you earn, which is used to acquire new units and artifacts. In terms of gameplay, Symphony of War offers grid-based combat where each squad's movement and abilities depend on its composition. Terrain, unit types, and morale play crucial roles in battle, and there are various tactical choices to consider. The game also introduces interesting mechanics like forcing enemies to surrender, adding depth to the gameplay experience. While the story may be generic and the characterization lacking, the game's core focus on strategic gameplay and customization make it a must-play for fans of the genre. With bright pixel art, a cheerful soundtrack, and a decent in-game reference manual, Symphony of War is accessible and enjoyable. Its novel tactical mechanics and extensive squad customization make it an incredible strategy RPG. At number 4 we have Forgive Me Father, a first-person shooter action game with an interesting art style based on Lovecraftian lore. You play as either a priest or a journalist, searching for your cousin. However, things aren't as simple as you think, as you have to murder otherworldly beasts and zombies on the way. You will be shooting these beasts with a variety of weapons, ranging from a pistol, shotgun, and all the way to more interesting weapons like the harpoon or an energy bolt gun thing called the energy catalyst. Although each character pretty much have the same weapon skills, they differ from each other from activated skills, like the priest has more defensive abilities like invulnerability and self-healing, while the journalist has more offensive abilities, like doing AoE damage, buffing her melee attack, or stealing health from enemies. The game plays a lot like classic Doom, where a character will sprint around maps, running and gunning without any aim down sights. In fact, there isn't any reloading either, so you'll be constantly running around mowing enemies down. Ammo does get more scarce at higher difficulties, so you'll want to watch your ammo count. Replayability comes from not only the two characters but also in weapon upgrades. At some point while upgrading, the game forces you to choose how you would like to evolve your weapon. You could turn your shotgun into a cursed shotgun or a machine gun that fires laser beams. Another unique aspect of this game is the madness meter. The meter grows for every enemy you kill, and once you reach its threshold, your screen becomes pasted in purple and your damage and defense will increase as you charge your abilities, rewarding highly aggressive playstyles. In terms of the levels, it is like classic Doom as well, where you are tasked to look for keys to unlock a door to enter the next area. Forgive Me Father is a great first-person shooter game with an interesting comic book art style and classic first-person gameplay mechanics. At number 5 we have The Legend of Tianding, a game that delivers a great gaming experience by effortlessly achieving its aesthetic and storytelling goals in a compact 6-chapter narrative platformer. Set in colonial Taiwan in 1909 under Japanese rule, it immerses you in a world of oppression and resistance. As Liao Tianding, inspired by the legendary Robin Hood, you steal from the oppressive Japanese police to aid the impoverished locals. The game excels in weaving a gripping narrative within the constraints of its concise 6 chapters. While the plot may be somewhat predictable, it perfectly captures the heroism of its charismatic protagonist Tianding. His dedication to his people's welfare and his boyish charm make him instantly likable as you navigate the oppressive setting. Gameplay in The Legend of Tianding is a clever blend of a Kirby game disguised as Streets of Rage. The steal mechanic allows you to grab weapons from enemies during battle, adding depth to your fighting style. Weapons, each of its own durability, range from bamboo staffs to bazookas, creating dynamic and engaging encounters. However, the steal ability can be imprecise, occasionally disrupting combat fluidity. Yet, the game keeps you consistently engaged with its balanced platforming elements and frequent use of environmental hazards. Survival in prolonged fights requires constant situational awareness, as enemies can push you into hazards. The game brilliantly connects your generosity and heroism with gameplay by encouraging you to help beggars in the streets. Their gratitude rewards you with talismans that enhance your combat abilities, reinforcing the sense of fighting for a just cause. The unpredictability of weapon upgrades adds depth to the gameplay. The Legend of Tianding offers a memorable and immersive gaming experience with a rich narrative, engaging combat, and a unique art style. Its focus on heroism, cultural immersion, and innovative gameplay mechanics makes it an outstanding title worth experiencing. At number 6 we have Trover Saves the Universe, a game characterized by the distinctive style of Justin Roiland, known for Rick and Morty. The game's unique humor and imaginative elements are apparent from the start, featuring a bizarre storyline involving a blue alien named Glorkon, who wields godlike powers after using the player's dogs as his new eyes. The player takes on the role of Trover, a neurotic purple alien, to stop Glorkon's plans. The game's concept blends M-rated ideas with a traditional 3D platformer, resulting in a bewildering mix of profane oddities and gameplay. The plot revolves around using power babies and cooperation with Trover to thwart Glorkon's intentions. While the humor and dialogue-based jokes often land well, the delivery can become repetitive and overwhelming, with characters incessantly riffing. The gameplay incorporates action platforming principles, though it's rather simple and lacks complexity. Combat involves basic enemies and a telekinesis ability, while platforming is straightforward. The narrative introduces branching paths based on decisions, although these alterations don't significantly impact the gameplay. Despite gameplay limitations, Trover's eccentric personality and humorous dialogue save the experience, making the journey enjoyable even with its rough edges. The game offers a comedic, irreverent alien buddy comedy vibe, where its eccentricities shine with the right company. At number 7 we have Dread Templar, a straightforward and action-packed experience that harks back to the golden era of boomer shooters. This game plunges you into relentless battles against hordes of demons as the formidable Dread Templar. While it doesn't boast groundbreaking innovations, it excels in delivering pure, unadulterated fun in the form of intense FPS combat. the game impresses with its arsenal of weapons, each offering a satisfyingly powerful feel and varied gameplay mechanics. From dual pistols to devastating rocket launchers, every weapon is a joy to wield, enhanced further by diverse upgrades available throughout the levels. The upgrade system incentivizes exploration, rewarding you with enhanced abilities and alternate weapon functionalities. Visually, Dread Templar pays homage to classic shooters like Quake, with its dark and gritty aesthetic, reminiscent of 90s gaming. The level design showcases creativity, offering layers of verticality and hidden secrets to discover. However, while the initial episodes shine with creativity, the later stages feel somewhat repetitive and lackluster, culminating in a final boss encounter that fails to leave a lasting impression. Despite its flaws, Dread Templar remains a solid addition to the boomer shooter genre, offering hours of demon-slaying entertainment. Its shortcomings, such as the absence of a weapon wheel and uninspired UI design, are overshadowed by its enjoyable gunplay and level variety. If you're a fan of old-school shooters, craving for some demon-slaying action, Dread Templar is a worthy addition to your gaming library. And number 8 we have Slaycation Paradise. If you're seeking a vacation experience unlike any other, Slaycation Paradise might just be your ticket to adventure. This multi-dimensional apocalyptic tour blends twin-stick action with tower defense, offering a thrilling escapade across end-of-the-world scenarios that's sure to keep you on your toes. The gameplay mechanics are easy to grasp, making it accessible for newcomers to the genre. While the combination of twin-stick shooting and tower defense isn't groundbreaking, Slaycation Paradise injects enough fun into the formula to keep you engaged. From wielding an array of powerful weapons to strategically deploying turrets and defenses, there's plenty of variety to keep the action fresh. Set in an alternate 1960s, where apocalypse vacations are the norm, the game delivers a darkly humorous backdrop that sets the stage for your destructive adventures. While the narrative takes a backseat to the action, the premise adds an intriguing layer to the gameplay experience. The core gameplay loop is bolstered by loot and upgrade systems, offering ample opportunities for customization and progression. While the game's 5 worlds provide a decent amount of content, additional levels and multiplayer options would have elevated the experience further. Despite its shortcomings, Slaycation Paradise delivers a fun and satisfying gameplay experience that's perfect for fans of twin-stick shooters seeking a dose of apocalyptic mayhem. So, if you're ready to embark on a thrilling journey filled with relentless hordes and explosive action, pack your bags and prepare for the ultimate Slaycation. And number 9 we have Telepath Tactics Liberated. If you're a fan of strategy RPGs, Telepath Tactics Liberated offers an engaging and memorable experience that's sure to captivate you. This enhanced remake delivers a compelling campaign with a diverse cast of characters and deep mature themes. Set in an alternate 1960s world, the game follows sisters Emma and Sabrina Strider on a quest for revenge against slavers who abducted their father. As they recruit allies and uncover sinister schemes, the narrative explores themes of slavery and gender equality, adding depth to the traditional revenge story. The game's writing shines through its likable characters, each with their own personality quirks and entertaining banter. Combat is a highlight, featuring phase-based grid battles with strategic elements like weapon strengths, terrain advantages, and environmental hazards. The variety of abilities and skills available to characters adds depth to the gameplay, allowing for diverse tactical approaches. Despite its strengths, Telepath Tactics Liberated suffers from linearity and a lack of optional content, which may limit replay value for some players. However, the inclusion of difficulty options and a robust campaign editor provide opportunities for creative expression and extended gameplay. Telepath Tactics Liberated earns a solid recommendation for strategy RPG enthusiasts, offering a rewarding and immersive experience that's worth revisiting. With its engaging story, strategic depth, and diverse gameplay mechanics, it's a journey well worth embarking on. And number 10 we have Tallowmere. In Tallowmere, you're thrown into a challenging roguelike dungeon crawling adventure with a twist. You're a princess battling demons and snagging loot. While the initial experience may be frustrating due to eye strain and tricky controls, the game's charm gradually grows on you, offering a satisfyingly brutal and fun-filled journey. Navigating through blocky 2D procedurally generated dungeons, you'll encounter a plethora of enemies and hazards that'll put your skills to the test. With infinite jumping abilities and a Souls-like approach to character progression, Tallowmere demands cautious yet strategic gameplay. Combat is nuanced and satisfying, with a diverse arsenal of weapons including axes, clubs, rocket launchers, and more. Despite its rough interface and controls, Tallowmere shines in its why not attitude towards game design, offering players a variety of gameplay mechanics and features to explore. From demon statue upgrade stations to fiery blue waypoints and challenging punishments set by Death himself, the game keeps you engaged with its unpredictable and sometimes quirky elements. Visually, Tallowmere may seem plain at first, but its vibrant spells, particle effects, and gory combat animations add depth and excitement to the experience. Special event rooms, bosses, challenges, and random objectives further enhance the gameplay, providing plenty of replay value and memorable moments. While Tallowmere isn't without its flaws, its addictive gameplay and charm make it a worthwhile adventure for fans of roguelike dungeon crawlers. If you're willing to overlook its rough edges, Tallowmere offers a satisfying and engaging ride that's definitely worth a look. And that's all for this bundle. This bundle is awesome for a good selection of games, even though there are a few games that were previously available in older bundles. Games like Symphony of War, Valfaris Mecha Therion, Legend of Tianding, Forgive Me Father, and Tallowmere really stand out from the pack. Whether you're a seasoned Fire Emblem enthusiast or simply looking for more boomer shooter experiences, this bundle delivers on all fronts. In any case, kindly show your support by liking and subscribing to the channel, and look forward to connecting with you in the upcoming video.